Good afternoon, Kentucky Patriots. I am pleased to be addressing you today. I am pleased to be addressing you today on the 233rd birthday of our nation. This is the proper day for us to celebrate the glories of the United States of America. Unfortunately, it is also a day for us to express concerns for its future. There is an urgency among us, an urgency that rises from Washington, an urgency that threatens to poison the ideals and the very existence of our nation. That urgency is President Barack Hussein Obama and his progressive handlers. They are on a race to move America down the road to socialism, big government control, and massive tax and spend burdens. Now there are those in this nation who would say, these feelings of concern are only the manifestations of the paranoia of conservatives. These self-proclaimed pundits are wrong, and let me demonstrate. You got it. Concern number one, socialism. It is only necessary to consider what Obama has already done to the auto industry, the banking industry, the investment industry, and what he intends to do with the healthcare industry, to understand that there is a real fear our economy is going to be centered on socialism. And as of July 1, Obama's efforts to convert America to socialism had resulted in an unemployment rate of 9.5%, 9.6%, 14,700,000 Americans. In reality, and little published by the White House, is the fact that this figure is really 16.5%. Because that represents the unemployed who are seeking jobs, the part-time employed seeking full-time employment, and those unfortunate souls who have given up altogether. That is over 25 million people having employment issues. President Obama, America is not a socialist nation. Concern number two, government intervention in our lives. There is not an aspect of American life that the Obama administration does not wish to control. Consider our schools. Our education system is out of money. And Washington offers relief money, but only in exchange for the implementation of programs mandated by Obama and required to be maintained after the federal money is gone. Additionally, Obama's Secretary of Education has convinced 46 of our 50 states to allow Washington to set standards, national standards, for our children to reach in reading and in math. These standards will be set by Washington. The testing formats will be designed by Washington. And the test results will be computed by Washington. The implication is clear: Obama will control our schools. Control over small-town newspapers is another goal. Most of us are from smaller towns. These small-town newspapers were predominantly anti-Obama. That is not acceptable to him. So there is an Obama-backed bill pending in the Senate, which grants an advantageous tax standard to all of these newspapers. But to access this tax status, the newspapers must agree not to endorse any candidate or any political issue. This pledge will be monitored by a committee out of Washington. And thereby, Obama effectively controls the press. This same type of control is now being extended to charitable organizations. For years, these groups have relied on federal money to aid in their good deeds. The money